Hey guys, it's Haley and welcome to another bookish video. So today is a super fun and exciting reading vlog because I'm going to be reading MER from MER Reads favorite books. I absolutely love MER. I will link her channel down below. Y'all should definitely check her out. She's one of my closest friends on BookTube and she's amazing. She has the most creative ideas literally ever. Recommending books to Camp Rock characters, I mean, hello? Actually, hello. Like, innovative, amazing. I've never seen it before.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique, completely not ever been done before.
That is MER. So I'm going to be reading her favorite books. We don't necessarily have always aligning tastes, but I'm willing to give it a shot because if MER likes it, hey, it's got to be not bad. It's got to be not bad. Ooh. We'll see. Okay. The books I'm going to be reading for this video are American Royals by Katharine McGee. So I know that MER really likes these like romances that are like dystopian and like take place in another world. Like, she stands the selection. Still have yet to read it, but it is on my TBR, so get ready for that reading vlog. But American Royals is another one that she really likes. This is basically about the descendants of George Washington. If instead of becoming the president, he became the king of America. So I think that's very interesting. I love romance. And I also like political things, like discussing political things, especially like with the royal family. I love looking at that. It's just like drama central, even though it's like
England's like actual problems, but to me it's just like, ooh, drama.
So having that be fictional, take place in America, and have romance, kind of obsessed with it. Also, look at this cover. I love her. Then I'm gonna be reading, obviously, you guys knew, Beartown by Frederick Bachman. This one is about a small town and their whole personality is hockey, basically.
Like, hockey is not a personality trait, but in this town it is.
And then something tragic happens that involves the hockey team. Don't know if this is a spoiler, but I'm pretty sure like the star hockey player rapes someone else that's connected to the hockey team's like daughter. So the town is divided and I'm pretty sure it goes into rape culture, and I just know that I'm gonna love this one. I love Frederick Bachman. I love an eloquent book written about rape culture in a very sensitive yet truthful way, and I think that's gonna be this. Like, why don't I just already rate this 5 stars, because I know it's gonna be. Anyway, the last pick is a fantasy. I'm not fantasy girl, but here we go. It is The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman. I knew that I wanted to read some kind of Neil Gaiman book for this video, and this is just the one that I happened to find at my local half-price books. So this is what I'm reading. It's super short, so if I hate it, I don't have to hate it for that long. And I think I'm going to start with this one. I don't know much about it. I think it's just about a man who returns home for a funeral, and he's like walking down the lane
To the ocean.
in his like hometown, and he's just like pondering, having a bad time. I don't really know. But I'm gonna start with this one because she's tiny. I don't know much about her. I don't have expectations. I'm just unsure overall. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into this, and I will update you when I'm about at the halfway point. Hello vlog, it is the next morning and I finished The Ocean at the End of the Lane. I'm so sorry. I do not have a halfway update for you. I loved this book and it completely sucked me in, and I just wanted to keep reading all night and finish it this morning, so I didn't update you. So let's sit down and I will tell you some thoughts. The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman. I'm gonna give this book 4 stars. That is a big deal for me. I am not a fantasy reader. I don't usually enjoy it, but something about this book, I don't know, it just made me think. The writing style was like very speculative, and like some things seemed random, but then you would keep reading and you would kind of figure it out. The reason why I'm not giving it 5 stars is because there were a couple points when I was confused and it did take away from the story for me. Also, the like world building, I guess you would call it, and like logistics of like how the characters fit into the world and like what they actually are was very confusing to me. So I'm knocking off a star for that, but I still really enjoyed this despite not necessarily understanding everything to a T. Yeah, I mean, I loved the characters. I loved the writing style, the way that the characters spoke to each other. I just thought it was really endearing. The whole thing was like sinister and a little bit scary, but also very heartwarming and touching, and just makes you think about the world and like what the events in the book are like metaphors for in real life. So I really enjoyed this read. It was very quick. As I said, I read it, most of it last night, and then I was falling asleep, so I finished it this morning and I really enjoyed it. Basically, one thing though, I was kind of wrong about the synopsis. So a man does go back home to his hometown for a funeral, and he does go to the ocean at the end of the lane by the house he used to live, but it's not an actual ocean, and I don't know if I want to like say anything more about it because I really enjoyed like not knowing it and going into it and figuring it out as I read. But it's not an ocean, and the things that happened at this ocean took place when he was younger. So basically the majority of the book is when he was a little boy, and it's talking about the events that happened around this little ocean. So it's all basically a flashback except for like the first chapter and the last chapter when it like comes back to this man in the present day. And I really enjoyed it. It was a fun ride. I think I will definitely be reading more Neil Gaiman in the future because this writing style really clicked with me. I don't know. It kind of had like the tangential nature of Frederick Bachman, which I like that, but it had like magical, otherworldly kind of elements, and I did enjoy it. Although that is not my typical kind of read, I'm giving it 4 stars. MER, I hope you're proud of me for reading some fantasy. So next up, we have a dystopian historical romance.
Wait, no, it's not historical because it's in the future. Dystopian and historical are kind of like opposites, and I just used both of them to describe this. So obviously I don't know what I'm talking about.
This is a romance about the descendants of George Washington if he was the king. I don't even know what genre to call this, like dystopian, right? I think this is YA. YA dystopian romance? This is not my thing either. But the last one turned out pretty good, so I have high hopes for this. I'm going to get into American Royals, and when I'm about at the halfway point, I will update you. Or will I? I guess you'll just have to see. I don't know. Hey guys, so I'm actually about to go to class. It is so late, but I cannot stop reading this book. Like, up until the last second before I have to go to class, I'm like reading this. I'm already halfway through, and I love it so much. I love it so much. We're getting 4 female perspectives of like 4 people who are either in the royal family or connected to the royal family in some way, and I just love every single one of them. There's not one where I'm like, ugh, I don't want to read this. Like, I love this book. I really like it. I already said I liked a fantasy book in this video, and now I'm about to like a YA dystopian romance. Who am I? Okay, well, my class doesn't get done until like 10, so I'm probably gonna read a little bit more of this book, and I will let you know tomorrow morning an update of what I'm thinking, but so far it's going really well. Hey! Hey, how y'all doing? Oh my god, okay. So, remember when I said I didn't like YA dystopian historical romance things? I don't even know what to call it. I am obsessed with this book. I'm obsessed with this. MER. I hope you're happy. This was unexpected. She was unexpected. And yet here we are. I can't believe. I'm gonna cry.
Can you believe?
Okay, I had to like set you down because we need to like actually talk right now about this book. I'm like a little over halfway through. I'm probably like 5/8.
Y'all don't care if I'm 5/8 through the book. Okay.
I'm like 5/8 through the book. All the time that is spent not reading this book, I'm thinking about this book in the back of my mind. I'm like,
Beatrice, I love you.
like, I don't know. I can't stop thinking about this book. I want to finish it so bad, but I have errands to run today, and I wish I could like drive and shop and like do the things that I need to do while reading this, because I need to know who ends up together. Beatrice, don't fucking marry him. Don't marry him. Oh my god. Like, oh, the Princess of America is about to be the queen, but she can't marry a commoner. She has to have an arranged marriage, but I want her to marry for her heart. Oh my god. I want her to marry for her heart. But she has to prioritize her people and the country of America. Yeah, that is how I feel about this book right now. I'm probably making no sense because I just want to read it. Point is,
Update. I love it. I'm loving it.
it's gonna have to like have a horrible ending that's really upsetting for me to not give this a good rating. But right now, I'm really into this. The only complaint that I have is that the writing is very straightforward, and that's just like one of my qualms that I have with YA books and why I don't read a lot of YA. I like you to show me what's happening instead of telling me what's happening. And I feel like this book is a lot of telling. Like, this person did this, she said this, he said this. So it's not unfolding in such a beautiful way. But the drama and the characters are just so likable and like addictive. I don't know what it is. I feel like this is a TV show that I'm binging right now. Like, it doesn't even feel like a book in some ways. Like, it's definitely not like, this is gorgeous, this is beautiful, this is literature, but I'm obsessed with it. So that's the update. So I have to go run errands. I will maybe take you guys with me. Hopefully. I say that and then watch me like just like flip to another update clip. We'll see if I get any footage or if I'm too scared to film on my phone in Target. How am I supposed to leave you? How am I supposed to not take you in my purse everywhere I go? You're literally so cute. I can't. Oh my gosh, she's getting jealous. Okay, bye puppies. I have to go. I have to run errands. I'm sorry. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have acquired the Draco candle. Ooh, we have her. I'm so happy. Okay, that's been fun. Now I have to do boring things. I have to actually go grocery shopping. I don't want to. And I have to put gas in my car, which I feel like gas should be free, but it's not. And then I have to go get fingerprinted for my job. Fun times. Okay, bye. See you later. Hey guys, I am back from doing everything that I needed to do today. Go me, she's productive. Oh my god, no, actually still have school. stuff to do, but it's fine. I figured I would show you guys a little mini haul of books that I got while I was out today. So the first book is The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna. First of all, hello, can we just look at this cover? All the full vibes. So the reason why I got this is because me and my good friend Danny are starting a book club. Don't worry, it's not a booktube based book club. You're not gonna have another book club to worry about. I know a million people in this community are in a million book clubs. Don't feel pressured. Me and my friend both live in Austin, Texas, so we started this just locally for people in Austin, and for now we're gonna meet on Zoom, and then hopefully once COVID isn't a thing, we can meet like at a cute little Austin coffee shop. So if you do live in Austin or somewhere close by, or you just want to zoom in, I will leave the link to join our Bat City Book Club, so cute, down below, and you can join our Facebook group, and I think I'm going to make a Discord soon. Our November pick is The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna. So come read with us, it'll be fun. Then right as I was pulling up to my apartment, I got a notification that my Amazon package was delivered. I got The Vanishing Stare, the sequel to Truly Devious, because I read Truly Devious and I absolutely loved it. And it was so like mystery, spooky time that I just felt like I needed this for the spooky season. So I will be reading this soon. Boba is just having a feast back there. So sorry if you can hear a little chihuahua crunching. Let's get into the 3 books I got from Target. So all the YA books right now are buy 2 get 1 free. I don't know when that is or when it's gonna end, so I'm not gonna like mention it. I don't go out and try to buy things and then get mad at me when it's not buy 2 get 1 free. But relevant to this video, I got Majesty, which is the sequel to American Royals, because I'm loving it so much so far. So the ending cannot suck because I already bought the sequel, so got that. And then I also got 2 YA mystery thrillers that I've been wanting to read. They have like the same vibe, kind of like dark green. I don't know, I'm just into these like YA mysteries for spooky times. I don't know. And for me, like spooky season is not just October. It's like also November and also kind of December and also kind of January. Like when it gets cold, don't you just want to read a mystery? I don't know, just me, it's fine. I got The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is like Knives Out kind of thing. And then I got They Wish They Were Us by Jessica Goodman. Excuse me, ma'am? Excuse me? Hello? What was that about? Did you just want attention? Same. Anyway, and then I got They Wish They Were Us by Jessica Goodman because I heard Naima talk about this and I wanted it. So there we go. Now I'm gonna read American Royals.
You've got to be kidding me. I need a moment. I just cried at the ending of this book.
So nothing was resolved. I'm just more invested in these people, these fake people who don't exist. I'm so invested. Thank God I bought the sequel. Literally, thank God. I don't know what I would have done. I'm so dramatic. I don't know what I would have done if I hadn't already got the sequel because I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. And if some things, at least some things, aren't resolved in the next book, I don't know what to do. I'm like caught off guard by this cliffhanger ending because I don't read series, okay? I only read standalones. That's the only thing I ever read. Ever, ever, ever. So this cliffhanger ending is really catching me off guard, but it was emotional. It was so emotional. I cried. I literally cried. I don't want to like give any spoilers or anything, but this book is so good. I'm like genuinely so attached to the characters, except for Nina. Nina is the only character that I don't like. she is dating the prince, the like brother of the royal siblings, and she's just annoying. Like, you're literally dating the prince. Stop whining. Like, you have nothing to cry about, okay? You're literally dating the prince, so shut up. But other than her, literally every other character, I love them. Connor.
Not Connor. Connor the royal guard. Guard me. Literally come guard me.
Guard me, Connor. Like, literally, like, I was picturing Connor S from The Bachelor the whole time I was reading about Connor in this book, and I love Connor. Like, I really feel that I'm in love with Connor. Anyway, let's try to get some coherent thoughts here, Haley. Okay, I'm gonna rate this book 4.5 out of 5 stars because cliffhangers make me uncomfortable, and I don't think the writing is anything revolutionary, but I did really enjoy it based on like the story, the characters, the drama. So I can't give it any less than that. I simply cannot. I cannot wait to get to the second book. I mean, how do I even go on? How do I even go on with my life without reading the second book? Okay, I think you would really like this book, even if you're not a big fan of YA, because I'm not either, and I liked this. It was a little difficult for me to like suspend my disbelief about like America having another political system. So I was a little bit worried about in the beginning, and it did ring true. It was a little bit hard for me, but the characters were just so amazing that I didn't even care about it at the end. So there's that. I think this book would make like a really good musical. I'm a theater kid, bully me, I don't care. I think if you like Hamilton, you would really like this. I don't know, something about like just the like history and the politics, but also the love and the drama. It like really reminded me of Hamilton. So yeah, I would highly recommend American Royals to anyone, even if you're not a YA lover. I'm not a YA lover. This book is just different, okay? It hits different. I'm so excited that I read it. Thank you, MER, for introducing me to this book. Now, I feel like I just simply need to take a second after the trauma of that ending. But the next book I'm gonna get into is Beartown by Frederick Bachman, and this is one of my most anticipated books. I've been wanting to read this for so long, and I don't know why I haven't yet. I guess I was just waiting for this video. Kind of was waiting for this video, honestly, because how can you do a MER themed reading vlog without Beartown? It doesn't exist. So like I mentioned in the beginning, this book is about a town who's obsessed. All of the residents are obsessed with hockey. Their whole personality is hockey, and a tragedy happens that divides the town. I think it's a sexual assault or rape. So here we go. I'll let you know when I have thoughts. Hopefully they're good. Hey guys, so it is the next day. I'm trying to look cute because I'm about to go out. It's Saturday, and I'm just gonna go drink in the daytime with my burns. If you don't know, I mentioned this in a previous vlog. I was making soup and I got 3rd-degree burns.
You know, sometimes you just have to be a fall girl, you know? It's the fall time, get burned by soup. It's on your bucket list, it's on mine, checked it off.
Okay, now what we really need to talk about is Beartown. I am a little bit over halfway through, and obviously I'm obsessed with it. We all knew this was gonna be a 5-star book. I think it's a 5-star book for like everyone. When you go on like the little Goodreads tab, it's like 12 of your friends have read this and they all rated it 5 stars. And I'm like, me too, joining the club. So the one thing about this book is there's a lot of exposition. There's about 100 pages of exposition, which usually I would be like, this is boring, flip, flip, flip. But Frederick Bachman's characters are just so interesting that it doesn't really bother me that much. I really like the sense of like impending doom that you can see coming. Like the foreshadowing in this book is absolutely immaculate. Like there are so many, I never like mark passages, but I was like marking passages in this book. Like there are a few things before the like main conflict comes in, which it doesn't happen until about halfway through the book. That scene is beautifully written. I think it's handled very delicately and very tastefully. But there were a few of those like foreshadowing things that I had to mark because it was so well done. So this is right before the hockey game, like the big semifinal game takes place, and they're talking about like a mom of a kid on the hockey team getting mad if he doesn't get enough play time, and the coach is like, it's fine, like if we win, she'll forgive me because winners have a tendency to be forgiven in this town. And just knowing what's coming, that is just like haunting, because it's fine if it's, you know, a coach being forgiven for not giving a player enough time, but when you know what's coming, it's like so haunting and disturbing. And then there's another passage about after the semifinal game happens, spoiler alert, they win, which I think everyone going into this book already knows that. And they're all like running around and celebrating, and all the boys that, you know, are on the winning team are, you know, getting celebrated, and they're all cheering. And this is another passage that just, it like, you're in the reverie and you're excited for the boys, and then something like this hits and it's like, reality check, this is about to happen. So I'll just read that really quickly for you. The rush lifts him up, his endorphins are bubbling, and afterwards he will remember thinking, how can anyone possibly experience this without thinking he's a god? What? Excuse me, Frederick? Who allowed you to do this? Like, who allowed you to take my heart and squeeze it? Like, who? He's amazing. Like, I already knew when I read A Man Called Uwe that I loved Frederick Bachman, and then I read Anxious People, and that was another 5-star, and I knew like, oh, like every time he releases a book, I'm just gonna buy it. But after this, like, he's one of my favorite authors of all time. Like, I don't know how you cannot like him. Like, he approaches things and just talks about human nature in such a wonderful, relatable, dry way. And when I say dry, I don't mean boring. I mean like very, this is how it is. It's sometimes like dry humor in the way that he talks about real things that a lot of people don't want to talk about, but he just puts it out there in such a real way, but it doesn't seem blunt. Like, it's very nicely done. It's very eloquently said. So I could ramble about this book forever, but just know that I love it, and I think everyone should read it. And I never, do y'all ever hear me reading passages in these vlogs? Like, I do not. I'm way too lazy to like mark a passage. Like, I'm not reading a passage, but I just read you passages. That's how you know it's serious. So I'm gonna go out and try to not cry about this book, and then I will hopefully finish it later, and I will update you with my 5-star rating. Okay, spoiler alert, goodbye. So before I go, here's my little OOTD. Y'all liked when I did that last time, so I'm just wearing this little shein skirt and this little crop top, and I have my little layered necklaces. Don't look at my burn. These are Wild Fable. I'm about to go in the town. Feel like a Friday afternoon snack. Cheers, Mum, for the money.
At least we can't.
Okay, well, I've been out, like I told you earlier, and I forgot to get any footage, but here's Randy. She wanted to be in the vlog. Come down below if you want her to pick my TBR.
Please comment, like, subscribe.
Hello, I haven't spoken to you because I haven't read anything, but I'm about to, and I just wanted to show you my little reading environment today. Hello guys, it is the next day. I had a wonderful little time reading in the park yesterday, and I actually finished Beartown, which is the last book I had to read for this video. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap it up real quick. So I finished Beartown yesterday, and obviously I'm giving it 5 stars. I think I sobbed through the last 50 pages of this book. There were also some elements that I didn't expect that really kept me on edge. Like, I was worried that something was gonna happen to these characters, or that one of the characters was gonna make a huge mistake in an emotional moment. And it's just, it was so impactful. It goes through the roller coasters that everyone goes through when a sexual assault takes place, acknowledging the victim and also exploring why people may defend the perpetrator, the perpetrator's family. I specifically liked the rapist's mother's storyline. I mean, I can't imagine how painful an experience that would be, but I think Frederick Bachman captured that in a really understanding and empathetic way that also doesn't excuse some of her behaviors. I mean, I could talk about this book and the characters in this book forever. Please go read it. It is so impactful. It is so emotional. And it's also just a great look at human nature. And I think that's why I like Frederick Bachman so much. His books feel like a slice of life and exploring just different concepts that we deal with as human beings. And I just really appreciated this book right now. I think it came to my life at a good time. I don't know, I don't want to get emotional, but I love this book. I absolutely could not recommend it enough. 5 stars. So overall, we had a 4-star book, a 4.5-star book, and a 5-star book. We got better and better and better. And I genuinely enjoyed reading all of these books. So I think it's safe to say we can trust MER's recommendations. She has great taste and I loved doing this video. It was so much fun. Make sure to go and watch MER's video reading my favorite books as well. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you really enjoyed hanging out with me, and don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed hanging out with me as much as I enjoyed hanging out with you, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.